Dear one, let us begin by arriving. You may be sitting or lying down. You may be in a quiet room or in a place that is not so quiet. Wherever you are, it is enough. It is already the right place to practice. There is nowhere else you need to go right now. There is nothing else you need to become. You can allow your body to rest as it is. There is no need to hold yourself up with effort. Let the chair support you. Let the floor support you. Let the earth support you. You may gently close your eyes or soften your gaze. You might feel the air on your skin. You might hear sounds near and far. You do not need to push anything away. You do not need to hold on to anything. Everything can be as it is. Now we begin to return to something very simple, very close, very faithful. We return to our breath. Breathing in, I know I am breathing in. Breathing out, I know I am breathing out. In, out. You do not need to change your breath. You do not need to make it deeper or slower. First, you only recognize that the in-breath is there. You recognize that the out-breath is there. Breathing in, I know this is an in-breath. Breathing out, I know this is an out-breath. In, out. As you breathe, you may feel the air touching your nostrils. You may feel your chest rising. You may feel your belly gently expanding. The breath is coming home to you. You are coming home to the breath. Breathing in, I arrive in this moment. Breathing out, I feel at home. Arrive home. We often run all day. We run after work. We run after approval. We run after ideas of who we should be. We run away from our feelings. We run away from our pain. And we forget that we carry a very simple, very stable home in us. Our breath is that home. Breathing in, I know I am here. Breathing out, I smile. Here, smile. We do not smile because everything is perfect. We smile to support ourselves. We smile to say, dear body, dear mind, I am here for you. A gentle smile softens the face. It softens the heart. You might like to let a small half smile rest on your lips, like a flower that has just begun to open. Nothing forced, very natural. Breathing in, my in-breath becomes deep. Breathing out, my out-breath becomes slow, deep, slow. You may notice that when you pay loving attention to your breath, it begins to change by itself. It becomes a little deeper, a little slower. The breath enjoys your attention. It relaxes under your kind gaze. And as the breath relaxes, your body relaxes. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I ease my mind. Calm, ease. You can feel your shoulders. Do they carry some weight, some worry? You do not need to push that away. You only recognize it. You offer your shoulders, your understanding. Breathing in, I smile to my shoulders. Breathing out, I release their tension. Smile, release. With every out-breath, you can let your shoulders drop a little more. Let them melt down as if warm water were flowing over them, the water of tenderness, the water of presence. Now bring your awareness to your face. So many stories live here, so many masks, so many roles. The face we present to the world, and also the face we present to ourselves. Breathing in, I am aware of my face. Breathing out, I let my face soften. Aware, soften. You might feel your jaw. If it is tight, you can invite it to relax, not demanding, just inviting. You might feel the space between your eyebrows. Let that space open like a clear sky. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I ease my mind. Calm, ease. You can now gently bring awareness all the way down through your body, the neck, the arms, the hands. Perhaps your hands are resting on your lap. You can feel their warmth or their coolness. You can feel their weight. Breathing in, I know my hands are here. Breathing out, I send them my gratitude. No gratitude. These hands have done so much. They have carried, they have worked, they have touched, they have cared. You may like to silently say thank you to your hands. Now, bring awareness to your chest, to your heart, not only the physical heart, but the heart of your feelings. This place of tenderness, this place of wounds, this place of love. Breathing in, I touch my heart. Breathing out, I embrace my heart. Touch, embrace. If there is sadness there, you do not need to chase it away. If there is joy there, you do not need to cling to it. You are simply present, like a loving mother holding her child, not asking the child to be different, just holding. Breathing in, I smile to my heart. Breathing out, I let my heart rest. Smile, rest. Now you may notice that thoughts continue to arise. Images, memories, plans, perhaps worries. This is natural. The mind has been running for a long time. It does not stop in one moment. We do not fight with our thinking. We do not scold ourselves. Instead, every time we notice that we are carried away, we gently return. Breathing in, I know a thought is here. Breathing out, I let the thought go. No, let go. We only recognize a thought. We do not need to call it good or bad. We do not know. To make a long story around it, we bow to the thought, and we let our attention rest again on the breath. Breathing in, I know I am breathing in. Breathing out, I know I am breathing out. In, out. Our breath is like a kind friend. It is always here. It does not judge us. It does not ask us to be better, to be more spiritual, to be more calm. It only says, I am here for you. When you are ready, you can come back. There is a story of a farmer who had many cows. He believed that his happiness depended on these cows. He was always worried. Are they healthy? Are they safe? What if someone steals them? What if they die? His mind was full of fear. One day, all his cows ran away. The farmer was desperate and came crying. But the wise teacher did not cry. The teacher smiled gently and said, Dear friend, you are lucky. Now you can be free. You have no more cows to worry about. The farmer did not understand right away, but slowly he began to see. Without the cows, his mind was lighter. He could walk more freely. He could enjoy the blue sky, the singing birds, the taste of his tea. We also have many cows, our projects, our status, our image, even our ideas about who we are. We may think, without these, I am nothing. But when we return to our breath, we discover something surprising. We are already enough. Just sitting here, breathing, we are already complete. Breathing in, I know I am enough. Breathing out, I relax into being. Enough, relax. Our breath helps us to let go, little by little, of our cows, not by force, not by throwing them away, but by seeing that our true home is not in them. Our true home is in the present moment, in this stable, gentle in-breath, in this soft, releasing out-breath. Breathing in, I touch the present moment. Breathing out, I know it is a wonderful moment. Present moment, wonderful moment. Even if there is pain, even if there is sadness, the present moment can still be wonderful because it is real. It is the only place where we can truly be alive, the only place where healing can happen. Now, let us look more deeply into our feelings. Sometimes there is a storm inside. Anger, fear, loneliness, these are also like children. They knock at the door of our mind. Many times we pretend not to be home. We turn on the television, we scroll on the phone, we eat without tasting, we talk without listening, we run away. Today, we practice not running away. We practice opening the door with our breath by our side. Breathing in, I recognize a feeling is here. Breathing out, I hold this feeling tenderly. Recognize, hold. If a sad feeling is there, you can gently name it. Hello, sadness. I know you are here. There is no blame. There is no shame. only recognition and care. Breathing in, I see my sadness. Breathing out, I embrace my sadness. See, embrace. When a friend is suffering, we come and sit next to them. We do not tell them, you should not cry. We simply offer our presence, our silence, our breath. We can do the same for our own suffering. Breathing in, I calm this feeling. Breathing out, I give it space to rest. Calm, rest. When our attention is kind, the feeling already begins to change. It becomes less sharp, less heavy. It feels seen. It feels heard. This is the simple art of returning to the breath. Every time we are with the breath, we are also with our feelings, but in a new way. We are no longer drowning. We are holding. You might imagine your mind as a vast sky. Clouds of feeling may come. Some are light and sweet. Some are dark and heavy. But the sky is not afraid of the clouds. The sky does not fight them. The sky allows them to come and to go. Our consciousness is like that, very large, very spacious. Our breath is the doorway to that space. Breathing in, I open like the sky. Breathing out, I let my clouds flow, open, flow. When we walk, we can also return to our breath. Even in a busy city, we can practice this art. Imagine you are walking along a crowded street. Cars are passing, people are talking, advertisements are shining. Your senses are pulled in many directions. It seems impossible to be calm. But you make a small decision. You decide to feel each step. You decide to marry each step with your breath. Breathing in, I take a step and know I am stepping. Breathing out, I arrive fully in this step. Step, arrive. You feel the contact between your foot and the ground. You feel the weight shift. You let your breath be natural. You do not need to move slowly on the outside if that is not possible. But inside, you can walk slowly. You can walk with the steps of a free person. Breathing in, I walk on this earth. Breathing out, I am grateful to the earth. Walk, grateful. The city is still noisy, but something is different. You have a quiet place inside. The breath is that quiet place. With each in-breath, you come home. With each out-breath, you rest. Breathing in, I come home. Breathing out, I rest. Home, rest. Our breath is a bridge. It connects body and mind. Many times our body is here, but our mind is far away. It is in the past, revisiting wounds. It is in the future, rehearsing fears. When we breathe mindfully, we invite the mind to come back to the body. We become one again. Breathing in, I reunite body and mind. Breathing out, I dwell in wholeness, reunite, whole. There is also the simple art of mindful eating. Perhaps you hold a piece of bread, or a slice of fruit, or a cup of tea. You can look deeply and see the cloud in your tea. Once it was floating high in the sky. Then it became rain. The rain watered the tea plant. The tea leaves grew green and fragrant. The farmer picked them. Many hands helped dry and pack and carry the leaves. And now they are in your cup. When you drink your tea, you are drinking the cloud. You are drinking the rain. You are drinking the work and love of many people. You are drinking life. Breathing in, I see the cloud in my tea. Breathing out, I smile to the miracle. Cloud, miracle. This is interbeing. The cloud is in the tea. The rain is in the tea. The sun is in the tea. The earth is in the tea. And when you drink the tea, all of them become part of your body. You are not separate from the cloud. You are not separate from the rain. Breathe in. Jian, I see the cloud in me. Breathing out, I see myself in the cloud, in. We think we are a separate self. We think we stand alone. But when we look with the eyes of the breath, we see that we are made only of non-us elements. Our ancestors are in us. The food we eat is in us. The people who love us are in us. The people who hurt us are also in us. And we are in them. Breathing in, I touch interbeing. Breathing out, I relax into oneness. Interbeing, oneness. With this insight, compassion becomes very natural. When we see that the person who has caused us suffering also carries many wounds, we begin to understand. We do not excuse harmful actions, but we see their roots. We see the child who was not loved. We see the ancestors' fear. We see the society's ignorance. Understanding is the flower of insight, and compassion is the fragrance of that flower. Breathing in, I see the suffering in you. Breathing out, I send you understanding. See, understand. At the same time, we do not forget our own suffering. We do not sacrifice ourselves in the name of compassion. True compassion includes you and the other person together. You are one. Breathing in, I care for myself. Breathing out, I care for you. Self, other. Our consciousness is like a garden. Every day many seeds are watered. Seeds of joy, seeds of peace, seeds of patience, seeds of anger, seeds of jealousy, seeds of fear. When the seed of anger is watered, anger manifests on the surface of the mind. When the seed of joy is watered, joy manifests. Our breath is like a gentle gardener. When we breathe mindfully, we choose which seeds to water. Breathing in, I water the seed of peace. Breathing out, I enjoy its freshness. Peace, freshness. We do not deny the seeds of suffering. They are also part of the garden, but we do not need to water them all the time. When we return to the breath, we remember that we have many beautiful seeds too. Seeds of kindness, of gratitude, of wonder. Breathing in, I recognize a seed of joy in me. Breathing out, I smile to this joy. Recognize joy. Sometimes we taste bitterness in our life, like bitter melon. At first it is hard to eat, very strong, very sharp. But when we learn how to cook it, how to mix it with other flavors, the bitterness becomes something unique and beautiful. It can nourish us. Our suffering is like that. When we avoid it, it stays raw and harsh. When we learn to cook it with mindfulness, with breath, with understanding, it becomes wisdom, it becomes compassion. Breathing in, I touch my suffering. Breathing out, I cook it with understanding. Touch, transform. Our breath is the gentle fire. It is not a burning fire of anger. It is a warm, steady flame. It helps transform the raw material of our pain into insight, into love. Breathing in, I calm the flames of anger. Breathing out, I light the lamp of wisdom. Calm wisdom. You may notice that as you follow your breath, your body continues to relax. Your thoughts slow down. You're not blocking anything. You're not chasing anything. You simply rest. This is very deep practice. We do not need to strive to be enlightened. We do not need to strive to be special. We only need to be here. Breathing in, I do not strive. Breathing out, I arrive. No striving, arrive. Happiness is not at the end of the path. Happiness is the path itself. When you take one mindful breath, you are already touching happiness. When you take one mindful step, you are already touching freedom. Breathing in, I walk with happiness. Breathing out, I arrive in freedom. Happiness, freedom. You may recall a simple moment like washing the dishes. Usually we think, I must finish quickly so I can do something more important like drink tea or rest. But if we hurry, we suffer twice. We suffer while washing the dishes because we are not there. And we may even suffer while drinking our tea because our mind has already moved to the next thing. With mindful breathing, washing the dishes is already life. It is not a duty to get rid of. It is a chance to be alive. Breathing in, I wash this dish. Breathing out, I smile to this moment. Wash, smile. The warm water touches your hands. The bubbles shine in the light. The plate becomes clean, your mind becomes clear. There is no separation between the means and the end. The way we live each moment is already the destination. When we brush our teeth, we can also practice. Breathing in, I brush my teeth with mindfulness. Breathing out, I care for my whole body. Brush, care. These simple moments are doors. The breath is the key. When we remember the breath, each door opens onto the kingdom of peace. Our ancestors are also breathing with us. Their blood flows in our veins. Their hopes, their fears, their unfinished dreams. When we take a mindful breath, they also have a chance to rest. Breathing in, I breathe for my ancestors. Breathing out, I smile for my descendants. Ancestors, descendants. We are a continuation. A cloud never dies. It only changes its form. It becomes rain. It becomes snow. It becomes a river. It becomes the tea in our cup. The same is true for us. One day, this body will return to the earth. But our actions, our thoughts, our words, our love will continue in many forms. Breathing in, I see my continuation. Breathing out, I choose peace to continue. See, choose. Every time you return to your breath, instead of reacting in anger, you are changing the continuation. You are transforming the stream of habit. You are offering the future a new kind of energy. The energy of understanding, the energy of non-violence. Breathing in, I stop the wheel of habit. Breathing out, I begin anew. Stop, begin. Letting go is also part of returning to the breath. We may hold tightly to an idea of ourselves. I am this kind of person. I must always be strong. I must never show weakness. We may hold tightly to another person, to a relationship, to a grievance, to a story. When we cling, we suffer. Our hands become so full that we cannot receive anything new. The breath teaches us how to release. Each out-breath is a small letting go. Breathing in, I know I am holding. Breathing out, I gently release. No, release. You do not have to throw everything away at once. You do not have to force yourself to let go. You only recognize holding is here. And maybe with the support of the breath, the fingers of the mind open a little. They soften, space appears. Breathing in, I trust the process. Breathing out, I allow things to flow. Trust, flow. There is freedom in this. Freedom does not mean we go somewhere else. Freedom is right here, when we no longer try to control everything, when we no longer fight with life, when we can rest in the simple miracle of this breath. Breathing in, I touch freedom in my in-breath. Breathing out, I touch freedom in my out-breath. In, out. In this way, the art of returning to your breath is not a technique to escape life. It is a way to fully enter life. When you are angry, you come back to the breath, not to push anger down, but to see it clearly. When you are joyful, you come back to the breath, not to cling to joy, but to fully taste it while it is there. Breathing in, I touch my joy. Breathing out, I let joy be free. Touch, free. We do not imprison joy. We do not imprison sorrow. We let them come and go while we stand on the solid ground of the breath. Sometimes the sea is very rough. Waves rise high and crash loudly. If you look only at the surface, you may think the sea is only turmoil. But if you dive down a little, you find a place of stillness. The deeper you go, the calmer it becomes. Our mind is like that. On the surface, many waves of thinking, feeling, reacting. But deeper inside, there is a place of quiet. The breath is our way of gently diving down. We do not force ourselves to go deep. We simply stay with the gentle rhythm, in, out, slowly, naturally. We are no longer caught in the waves. Breathing in, I touch the still water in me. Breathing out, I smile to the waves. Still, waves. The waves are not our enemies. They are simply expressions of the water. When we know we are also the still water, the waves cannot drown us. We do not need them to disappear in order to be at peace. Our peace is deeper than the movement above. In our daily life, we can practice returning to the breath many times. When the phone rings, when a message arrives, before you answer, you can breathe. Breathing in, I know the phone is ringing. Breathing out, I return to myself. Ring, return. Just one breath may change the quality of your answer. In the morning, before getting out of bed, you can breathe. Breathing in, I am grateful for a new day. Breathing out, I smile to this day. Grateful, smile. At night, before sleeping, you can breathe. Breathing in, I release this day. Breathing out, I rest in peace. Release, rest. The art of returning to your breath is very simple, but it is not always easy because we forget. That is why we practice again and again with patience and kindness. We do not scold ourselves when we forget. We can even smile when we notice that we were lost, because that moment of noticing is already mindfulness. Breathing in, I know I was lost. Breathing out, I celebrate my return. Lost, return. We are human beings, not machines. We will forget, we will remember, we will forget again. This is okay. The important thing is that we cultivate the intention to come back gently again and again. Each return is like stepping into a warm, familiar house. Breathing in, I come into my true home. Breathing out, I feel safe here. Home, safe. Our true home is not an address. It is not a future goal. It is this living, breathing awareness. It is the simple knowing that I am here, I am alive, I am breathing. When we sit with ourselves like this, we also become a refuge for others. Our calm breath can help calm another person. We do not even need to say anything. Our presence, our stability, our deep listening become like a soft blanket for their heart. Breathing in, I offer my presence. Breathing out, I listen deeply. Offer, listen. We may see a child who is afraid. We may see a friend who is overwhelmed. Instead of trying to fix them, we can sit quietly, breathing. We can allow them to speak if they wish. Our breath keeps us from being pulled into panic. It keeps us rooted in compassion. Breathing in, I stay steady. Breathing out, I send peace. Steady peace. Little by little, the energy of peace you cultivate in yourself spreads out. Like the fragrance of a flower, the flower does not try to spread its scent. It simply is itself. When you are yourself, breathing in awareness, you also spread a gentle fragrance of peace. Dear one, as we come toward the end of this shared practice, you may notice how your body feels now. Perhaps there is more ease, perhaps there is more spaciousness, perhaps there is still some tension. Everything is welcome. Breathing in, I recognize how I feel now. Breathing out, I accept myself as I am. Recognize, accept. You can let your awareness rest again on the simple movement of the breath, rising, falling, coming, going, the body breathing by itself. Breathing in, I know I am breathing in. Breathing out, I know I am breathing out. In, out. You may feel gratitude for your breath. It has been with you since the moment you were born. It has never abandoned you. Even when you were not paying attention, your breath was there, keeping you alive. It will stay with you until your last moment in this body. Breathing in, I thank my breath. Breathing out, I smile to my breath. Thank, smile. You might like to place a hand gently on your chest or your belly, feeling the movement there, feeling the warmth of your own touch. This is a gesture of friendship toward yourself. Breathing in, I am my own friend. Breathing out, I give myself kindness. Friend, kindness. Know that you can come back here at any time, while sitting, while walking, while eating, while working, while talking. You carry this island of breath wherever you go. No one can take it away from you. Breathing in, I remember I have an island. Breathing out, I rest on this island. Remember, rest. We do not need to wait until life is less busy. We do not need to wait until we are better people. We can return to our breath in the midst of everything, right in the heart of our day, right in the heart of our difficulties. That is where the art becomes real. Breathing in, I touch the miracle of being alive. Breathing out, I liberate into this miracle. Fill me. Miracle, fill. May you continue to walk gently. May you continue to breathe with awareness. May you continue to discover that your true home is never far away. It is right here, in this very breath. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I ease my mind. Calm, ease. Breathing in, I smile. Breathing out, I release. Smile, release. Breathing in, I touch the present moment. Breathing out, I know it is a wonderful moment. Present moment, wonderful moment.